Hello everyone. Today we will be learning about secondary market. Before this we have already learned about primary market. We start from the very beginning. We see that financial markets is of two types. One is the money market and another is the capital market. Money market is the short term market where the market instruments they get matured within 1 year. Maximum time is up to 1 year. When we say capital market, it is the long term market wherein we see that the market instruments they get matured over a period of 1 year. That means if the maturity period extends beyond 1 year, it comes in the category of capital market. And that is why capital market is considered as long term market, and whenever the securities they are traded for long term period, they may be in the form of debt or in the form of equity. And capital market is again divided into two parts. One is the primary market, another is the secondary market. Primary market is the market of new issue of securities, wherein we see that the securities they are issued for the first time. It may be by the new company or by the existing companies. We have already learned about primary market and the methods of rotation which takes place in the primary market. Today we will be learning about secondary market, wherein we see that old or existing securities they are dealt. So let us start with the features of secondary market. Secondary market is also referred to as stock exchange or stock market. The other name for secondary market is stock exchange. This is a market, second feature, for trading old or existing securities. Trading means buying and selling. The securities they can be bought and sold in the secondary market. Third, this market leads to capital formation because this market provides liquidity and marketability of existing securities. Liquidity means the securities they can be encashed anytime, and marketability means they can be bought and sold. So buying and selling of securities takes place for making useful, you may say, investments in different ventures. As a result, we see that it leads to capital formation. Fourth, it promotes economic growth and development of the country because proper allocation of funds takes place in the capital market through buying and selling of securities. Fifth, market for old and new investors. Secondary market is a market for old and new investors because old investors they can sell their securities in this market, and new investors they can enter into the market by buying the securities. Then sixth point, SEBI regulations. It works under the guidelines of Security and Exchange Board of India, and Security and Exchange Board of India it tries to protect, promote, regulate and develop the market so that free, fair and competitive, you may say, spirit may be developed in the market, and the investors their dealings are in a fair manner and they are protected. So according to the guidelines of the SEBI, because it is considered as a regulatory body which time to time regulates and controls the activities of the secondary market, always keeping in mind that it has to protect, promote and develop the market in a free and fair manner. Seventh point, trading is accessible from anywhere in the country because nowadays there is a system of online trading system wherein we see that through the computer terminals which is attached to the main computer which is there in the stock exchange, we see that trading can be done from anywhere within the, you may say, business hours. The transactions may take place. And because this facility of online trading that has been provided in the secondary market, we see that there has been unprecedented growth of secondary market nowadays, and this is always useful for the economy. So we have seen these are some of the features on which the secondary market operates. Now we will be learning about what is stock exchange and what are its various functions. So stock exchange, we have learned, it is the other name of secondary market. It is an institution, very, very important, which provides a platform for buying and selling of existing securities. Here always existing securities, they are dealt. And stock exchange is that institution or that platform which provides investors, you may say, an opportunity to buy and sell securities. So there is a definition which has been given according to the Security Contract Regulation Act 1956. Stock exchange, what is stock exchange? Stock exchange means any body of individuals, whether incorporated or not, constituted for the purpose of assisting, regulating or controlling the business of buying and selling or dealing in securities. So it may be any body of individuals which deals in buying and selling of securities. That means existing securities. Let us learn about the functions of a stock exchange. Now, if a stock exchange is a body of individuals constituted for the purpose of assisting, regulating and controlling the business of exchange of securities, what are its various functions? Stock exchange, first function is it provides liquidity and marketability of existing securities. Because it is a platform, it is that institution which provides investors a continuous market for investment, reinvestment and disinvestment of securities. Had there been no this stock market, it would have been difficult for finding out the people who would be interested in selling or buying of securities, because there is an established stock market nowadays. That is why we see that this stock market provides continuous market facility to the investors by providing liquidity and marketability to existing securities. Liquidity means the securities, if they are held by any person, it can be encashed anytime, and also marketability means buying and selling of securities. If the securities are bought, we see that always there is a new investor who comes in, and if there is sold, the securities are sold, we see that they are fetching a good price for the securities for which they sell the securities. So in this way, through reinvestment and disinvestment, we see that the market provides the facility of liquidity and marketability to existing securities. Second function is pricing of securities. The pricing of existing securities in a stock market, that totally depends on the demand and supply of securities. Because there is exchange of securities, we see that there is an open market and there is listing of securities, and the securities, they are evaluated, and on the basis of demand and supply, we see that the prices of the securities are determined. Demand and supply determines the price of securities. There is third function is safety of transaction. Stock exchanges, they are regulated by the SEBI. The regulation is of SEBI. As a result, we see that whatever transactions takes place, they are within the guidelines of the regulating body, the SEBI. Only those securities can be traded in the stock exchange which are earlier listed as per the guidelines of Security and Exchange Board of India, and those listed securities, they are properly valued, and then only the dealings takes place. So always the investors, their securities are given proper, you may say, protection, and in this way we see that stock market provides ample opportunities for the development and protection to all the transactions which take place in a proper manner. Fourth function is it contributes to economic growth. How it contributes to economic growth? Because whenever there is exchange of securities, we see that the securities, they are utilized for productive purposes, for productive investment purposes. As a result, it leads to economic growth. Fifth point, spreading of equity cult. We see that because there is stock market, that is why it promotes savings among the people, so that those savings, they can be properly invested and they can be channelized in proper direction towards productive investment. And in this way we see that if the households, those who are the savers, or those who want to invest their savings, they have this option of investment in the capital market, and in this way we see that the buying and selling of the securities takes place in the capital market, and it also gives opportunity for wide share ownership to each and every individual, and this way it spreads equity cult. Finally, it provides scope for speculation. Speculation means an activity which is undertaken in a hope of earning profit. So we see that in case of stock market, there is always a scope for speculation within the regulations which is provided by SEBI, because unless and until there is scope for this speculation, we will not have the proper exchange of securities. So for liquidity and price continuity, there is need for speculations to be provided in the market, which the stock market provides to its investors. In this way, the stock market performs these functions, and it helps not only the investors, but also it helps in the growth and development of an economy. Now we will be learning about the differences between primary market and secondary market. We have already completed what is primary market, what is secondary market, what are the features of primary and secondary market, what are the functions of secondary market, what is stock exchange, how does it operate, all these things we have learned. Now we will be learning the basic differences between the primary and the secondary market, which is also very, very important. So on the first basis, meaning, we see that primary market, it is new issue market, whereas secondary market, it deals in old or existing securities. Second basis, on the basis of aspects or nature, in case of primary market, only buying of securities takes place. Very, very important, only buying. Here, no selling of securities takes place because new securities, they are being issued. So only buying of securities. Here, both buying and selling of securities take place because it is old securities which are being traded. If the old securities are traded, they can be bought or they can be sold. Price determination, in case of primary market, it is done by the company because they have to issue the securities for the first time. So it is done by the company or firm. And price, in case of secondary market, is determined on the basis of demand and supply forces. Fourth point, parties involved. In case of primary market, we see that the transactions takes place between the companies and the investors. The companies, they bring new issues to the market, and those who are interested, they invest in the securities. So parties involved is two. On one hand there is company, on another hand there is investors. Whereas in case of secondary market, also the parties involved is two, but the dealings, it takes place between two investors. Here the company is not involved because here old securities have to be dealt, and already it is in hand of one investor. If he wants to buy or he wants to sell, the dealings takes place between two investors. Then location, fifth point. In case of primary market, we see that there is no fixed location, whereas in case of secondary market, we see that stock exchange is the location through which, fixed location through which the securities are dealt, the old securities are dealt. Although nowadays we see that primary market also has the facility for online securities, where it has to get its securities registered in one of the stock exchanges. Electronic IPOs facility has been provided even to the primary market, but its location is not fixed. Whereas we see that in case of secondary market, nothing, only stock exchange is the platform or the institution through which the old or the existing securities can be dealt. There is no other option. Sixth point is capital formation. In case of primary market, there is direct capital formation because we see that the funds, they are directed from the savers to the investors. Whereas in case of secondary market, there is indirect capital formation through liquidity and marketability of existing securities. Direct capital formation by issue of new securities, and that is done by the company to the investors. And here we see that indirectly capital formation takes place, and that is by liquidity or marketability of existing securities. So in this way we have completed secondary market, stock exchange and its functions and the difference between the primary and the secondary market. Next topic, we will be learning about trading procedure in stock exchange, which is also very, very important. So today we stop here. Thank you all of you.